Hello everyone, my name is Frank and this is a very long overdue video. I've been wanting to make this for a while. I wanted to show all of you some books that I received in the mail from some good book friends and some books I picked up along the way. Life has been really busy. I will add maybe some little life updates as I go, but I've been working a lot. My roommate is on a cruise, so there was, some dog sitting going on there. That was kind of filling some of my time, some of my free time. After this, I'm going to spend some time with my wonderful boyfriend. So, yeah, but let's get to the books. So, the first one that I received was from William James, and I want to say this is the first book he's published. I'm very proud of him. It's called The Bad Boys, and him and the next person that I talk about that gifted me a book, they will be tagged in the Instagram version of this video. So this book, it seems like a quick read, and the best way I can describe it, if you're a fan of Pretty Little Liars, this is almost like a male version of that. I want to say this author is a huge Pretty Little Liars fan. I don't blame him there. I really enjoyed that story. I want to say I actually read 8 of the 16, is it 16 books, I think? Read at least 8 of the books. And then as time went on, I just was like, I guess, I don't know. I think there's just so many books that come out that by the time I finally got through the first 8 of that series, maybe some of the interest kind of fell down for me personally. And I just keep getting recommended all these other books. But I definitely want to read this one, and you should go get The Bad Boys for yourself and support him over there on Instagram. Thank you so much for this book. And also he wrote a nice little note inside and it says, "To Frank, thank you for your support, William James." So that was very sweet. Thank you. The next book I have is a little book gift from my book friend Mia. She will be tagged as well. Thank you for sending this the other day. I think it was yesterday. The Will of the Many. I know some people definitely recognize this book, especially maybe on Book Talk. Do I know what this book is about? No. But I rarely purchase or add books to my list that I don't know what they are about. I love reading a good blurb. This book, however, it was recommended so many times. When I went to go purchase it, it was sold out. And I honestly forgot this was on my list until it was gifted to me yesterday because it's been sold out for so long. I have heard nothing but good things about this book. Sorry, it's The Will of the Many by James Islington. I have not heard a bad thing about this book, so I can't wait to get to it. I want to say there's that it's fantasy or fantasy aspects in it. So I've just heard good things, but it's so crazy because I haven't even really been able to read what it's about. I've just heard good things, and I don't typically go off of only positive reviews, but I went blind with this one. I went in blind, and I'm definitely excited to get to it. I just realized through part of this video, one of my little things were like swooped up. It's just been go, go, go. This is my wake up look. We got Old Navy fit hoodie, Old Navy shorts. They don't match. Don't pay attention to that at all. But yeah, this is like literally like I didn't just wake up, but I still look like the way that I just woke up. So that's that. Next, so these next 3 books I purchased through Pango Books. Definitely recommend Pango Books. I have a link on Instagram and TikTok. I have a link in my bio to check out my shop where books are usually a lot cheaper than when you can find them on certain other places. And that's what I found with these 3. So the first one is This Is Where It Ends by oh my God, I really don't want to butcher the name. Marieke Nijkamp. I'm so sorry if I said that incorrectly. This book involves a school shooting. This also seems like a quick read. To be honest, I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I did get it at a really good price, and I just want to read it. And once again, sometimes when there's mixed reviews on books, I don't typically like it might deter me a little bit from wanting to read something, but for some reason this is something I've heard more positive than negative, but also even if I didn't, this is something that I just personally want to see if it's good or not for myself. There are a couple books that a lot of people didn't like that have been published in the world that I really enjoyed. So ever since I read those in the past, I'm like, if I really want to read something, if I'm curious how the author writes their story, I want to know what it's like. So the next one of that is A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. And I'll also show at the same time Again and Again by Jonathan Evison. So I vaguely know what both of these are about, to be completely honest. As you can see, they're Book of the Month choices. I wanted both of these books in the past through Book of the Month, but I either didn't have enough slots or I didn't have enough money to get them with other books that I ended up choosing. So these were kind of like backup choices I wanted in the past, and I got them for really good prices now. Again and Again, it's something about the main character's memory that they can't remember things maybe the right way, or do they? And obviously this one is more of like I took it more as like a holiday romance. Josie Silver's usually a romance writer. But yeah, like I said, I got good deals on these, and seemed these seemed like interesting stories that I wanted to read. Okay, so I have a funny story about this next book. We have Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake, the author of The Atlas Six, which I own, and I still need to read that. I have a funny story when it comes to this book. I used to own this book, and I didn't read it. And the reason why I didn't read it is that I originally was part of a book club, and this book was one of the choices. So I thought and I already owned a copy of the book, but one of my best friends wanted to read the book, and I was selling a bunch of books for Pango Books anyway, so she said she would buy it off of me, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be reading it in this book club, so I don't need to own a copy anymore. Long story short, I'm not in the book club anymore, and I didn't get to read this book, so I ended up repurchasing it at Target. And yeah, I ended up, I don't know if that was actually a funny story. To me, it was really silly, and my best friend laughed, and that's all that really matters. But it's, it's silly. It was silly to maybe buy it again. I probably could have just borrowed it from her. So that was maybe a little bit of a waste of money, but I'm just supporting authors here, okay? The last book that I saved, A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. So with this too, I've still not finished the first one. I'm not gonna lie, I've not finished the first book yet. One of my other best friends, she's read the first two already, and she's like, you have to get on these books, and I really do. And yeah, like I said, I haven't even finished the first one yet. I own books 1 through 4. I haven't owned the fifth one in a long time because when I purchased the first 4, I don't think this one was out yet, or it had just come out and there wasn't any bundle deals or anything like that. And this book, along with Olivia's book, they've both been out for a while. So constantly when I'm going to stores, these books are out there. They're staring you in the eye. They're saying, buy me, buy me. And I'm like, oh, fine, I'll get you. I'll get this brick of a book and read it in the next 6 years. So I have a lot more books on me that I didn't really need because I already own like 400 books. I don't even know if I really said life updates. Work, I've just been working a lot. I want to say day before yesterday was my 1 month of working at my new job. Things are pretty good. It's just a lot of work. And my boyfriend's been working a lot too. He works from home, and he has a big project that's due this month. So we are finally going to get to spend some more quality time together that we are due. So I'm going to go do that. I love all of you. Have a super special, awesome day, and bye.